Razor's Edge, perfect fighter, Ray Chamberlain. Welcome.
Jared, Gary, how are we?
Hey, Razor.
Righto, before we get to all of this, Lauren Woods just published a story at the Herald Sun. She's about to make a big deal of it. You're coming back?
Yeah, going to do some umpiring in the AFLW, which I'm really excited about. My first games in the AFLW were in February of 2020, so I've umpired about 5 or 6 of the seasons that the AFLW has been running. It's season 10. And, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to being a part of it.
If Greg Swan abandons the bounce, will you just roll into the AFL?
Be very careful what you wish for, Gary.
No, I'd love to have you back in there.
This will be great. And
it wasn't a no. Contemplate it.
Oh, no, I've retired from the AFL and, you know, I'm 49 in September. I think they've probably got other avenues to go down, but you never say never.
Why does this do it for you?
Well, I think it's really cool. When I umpired, Jared, and I was coming through state leagues, I had people like our legends, Peter Carey, David Howlett, these sorts of gentlemen who would give up their time and come and help and give you guidance and critique you accordingly. And we've got a really young group of next generation umpires who are coming through. And it's not just myself. There are other former AFL umpires who will be umpiring in the AFLW this year. Jordan Bannister, Chris Donlan, Jason Armstrong. There's a list of them. And so there'll be this balance of experience and youth. And I'm looking forward to playing a role in that.
Right.
All right, you're on record as saying you think pushing the back should be policed more diligently than it is, and the thresholds for unduly have been too high. Did you like what you saw on Saturday?
I loved what I saw on Saturday, Jared. And, you know, I know we have an array of examples that will run through, and all of them, in my eyes, are warranted free kick for pushing the back in a marking contest. I think what's really important to understand is that it's not permissible to push an opponent in the back in a marking contest. You are permitted to hold space,
yep.
So you can protect the space, you can protect the position, but you can't create the space through the act of a push in a marking contest. And that game at Marvel Stadium, very young, inexperienced in general terms crew, I thought were very accurate in that part of the game.
OK, so as we look at it, there's up 1 per game. My question for you is, was your younger, inexperienced crew umpiring it correctly, or was everyone else in the 21 rounds up till then getting it wrong?
That's a really reasonable question to ask. And I remember, and we may very well see example later on from early on, round 1, and it was Buku Kamas and Jordan De Goey, and the AFL umpiring department said that's a correct decision from our umpire not to award a free kick. So on field, our umpire is following instruction as they've been told. But we look at that and we go, well, that's different to these.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you can't have them both.
So you would like these all to be paid?
These are all accurate free kicks for pushing the back. This one...
You go.
No, you go.
No, I'm with you. I would like to see it umpired like this, but this is the problem I've got. It hasn't been.
I would argue that I agree with you, so let's put that in the ground. When you say for 21 rounds, there have been, you know, there are 3.1 free kicks for pushing the back.
Yep.
In a marking contest every game on average across 21 rounds. And on the weekend, that went up to 4.4, so up by 1 extra per game. So it's not a seismic shift, and they have been being paid, but the Buku Kamas is a perfect example where you go, well, hang on, that should be paid.
Yeah, it's been a creep. Like,
of course it has.
It's a creep, and this is the hard thing for now. We had 2 senior coaches here, there's your Buku Kamas. 2 senior coaches last night saying, well, no one told us it was going to be umpired any differently. So the creep has got to the stage now where players start taking liberties because they're getting away with it, and now you're getting pulled up. You could turn around and say, well, hang on a minute,
where's this been? And I think that's why it's really important that if... with all of our rules, there's margins. So you go, that's definitely a free kick, that definitely isn't. And then we have some disputation in the middle where it's somewhat subjective. But come out and say that. Don't come out and say the Buku Kamas one, no, that's absolutely correct. Come out and say, this sits in the margins. Then we can all live with that.
Right.
But when you build a rod for your back there, you invite this kind of debate.
Yeah, so on Sunday, where we saw them and they weren't being paid, and you're watching them going, should it or shouldn't it? And we thought, would you play arbiter with us on these ones?
Yeah, so if we roll through each of these, I think what we've got... So I think this is a mark. I think Mason Wood's under the flight of the ball and Pink goes back to the ball more so than creating space on Wood. I think that's OK. This is almost identical Okay, so he's got him just under the flight of the ball. I don't think that's a big shove out creating space. This one's different. That should be a free kick, in my opinion. Left arm, middle of the back, see you later, push. But our umpire is outside play, as is being asked by the game, to keep space inside of the field of play.
This one?
And that one there, I think that is the bottom end that you would allow to say, yep, that meets the threshold of unduly. So I think Jackson does push him forward, does create marginal space, therefore it's a push in the back in a marking contest. So I think the first two are accurate non-free kicks. The third one, which is Henry, is a free kick, but if you're in the umpire's position, you cannot see that left hand, and the right hand's on his side, and the last one sits in the margins. That's how I would unpack those.
So I'm commentating this weekend. Do I expect to see more of these, or are we going back to the way it was umpired for the better part of it?
I think again, we've got 3.1 free kicks a game for pushing the back in a marking contest, so they are being paid. And if a player,
which game I turn up.
Well, it might, but that's the beauty of umpiring, Gary. There's 9 rounds that we've got to navigate our way through every round, every round of the year.
I'd argue with one of those other ones, but it had already gone. So
thank goodness.
And then advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. So a couple of things I want to unpack with these is key element about advantage is it's player driven. So this is an accurate example. Watch the umpire at the bottom of the screen. Awards free kick and does nothing. Watches. Rayner rolls off and takes advantage, and the umpire then says, "Yep, you've decided to go."
So it's all onus on the player.
All on the player, and that is an excellent composure from the umpire to wait and delay and do nothing and let the player decide. It's actually elite umpiring.
What did Mitch Lewis do?
So in this instance here, we get distracted by Keane. It's a terrific free kick, but we've blown time on. Did you see that in the background? Our umpire's actually blowing time to stop the play. He doesn't turn his head and find the footy. So he awards a good free kick. Keane comes at him, wants to engage and dispute, and he gets distracted away from the ball. He doesn't go and find the ball. And so if you look at the cadence, he needs to not blow that whistle, then turn his head and find Lewis and
it's a
call
simple
advantage.
mistake.
This here, against perfect example. Straight bounce, warranted free kick, wait. Zorko doesn't want to go, so now we blow the whistle and bring it back. So the delay is the key element. The umpire needs to slow down, find the footy and wait.
So just to be clear, the second one was a mistake by the umpire.
It's a mistake from the umpire, yeah. And if he had his time again, he'd turn his head, find the footy. Lewis plays onto advantage, all clear at point.
Okay.
All right, you're umpiring the next few days?
I am Carlton Collingwood on the Thursday.
Rest
So I'm looking
assured,
forward to
Ray,
it.
we'll be getting the tape.
You won't be on your own.
Fine-tooth comb.
Raises hand truth, Ray Chamberlain.